cold inside, double sweater. Hey. Hey. Wait, you read it? Hey, I don't mess up.
Hi.
Hi.
What's your name?
Oluwafemi.
My name is Fo.
My name is Abdullahi.
I'm Abdullah. What is my name?
Ernest Namde.
Hi.
Good Jakaban. Good Jakaban. Good Jakaban. My name is Jimmy.
So, what do you do?
So I am a Web3 marketer, and aside Web3, I'm a vocalist.
I'm a student and I'm also like a software developer.
I'm a security researcher. So I find vulnerabilities in companies and I report it to them.
I work as a developer advocate for a company. Yeah, that's what I do.
I focus mainly on mobile development.
Development engineer, social worker, anywhere we believe is.
What was your first salary intake?
Around over 100k. Thousand naira. It's not dollars, it's naira.
My first salary intake was 50,000 naira.
I think was it 60k? Bola.
My first salary intake was actually last month.
Okay.
$300.
70,000 naira.
Jesus is Lord.
First salary intake was 5,000 naira.
What would you say has been your worst interview experience?
Ooh, I would say 2021.
Okay.
I was on the 6th round.
6th round?
Yeah, I think it was like an 8th-round interview.
Yeah.
I was on the 6th round, and in the interview was almost done, but then in the spirit of talking too much, I was given an example, and I said, for instance, in this country, and then he asked, what country? Then I said, Nigeria.
Oh no.
And the call ended there.
How many times would they tell you before you know that Nigeria is not for you?
Okay, I could remember one company I wanted to work for them. After the whole interview and everything, like they wanted the deal between us to be more of like a contract role. But then they showed me what they needed to do, like what I was going to do for them. Then after on, like when they now gave me everything I was meant to work on. So it was like a delivery something. So they said I was going to work on the user side. Yeah. Then later I realized that I was also going to work on the driver side of the thing, and they didn't tell me everything from the beginning. That was not even the main point. But the main point then was that with the way the compensation was very, very little. Yeah. And like they were not requesting from some sensitive document from me, like my utility bill, like my bank statements and some other document. I was like,
job interview.
Like
that's a huge red flag.
Like big red flag.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here.
I would say the approach from the interviewer.
What do you mean by approach?
It was not really how would I say it? It was not should I say polite? Yeah, it was not polite. And I felt probably this company, they don't really value their staff so much or something like that. So that was a red flag for me.
Give me the courage to insult back anybody that insults me.
Oh yeah, there was a time that I had to do like a video, like an online interview, so I had to put on my video and then never took light.
Oh, Chim.
So there was a program then, an ambassadorship program. So after the interview, we were told I was told to record a video and mobilize like about 50 people in that video to show that I can like bring people together for like their events on campus and all of that. So after all that stress, I sent the video to them. I sent emails and I didn't get any response. No response. Yay. Not even a no or no response, nothing at all.
I think till date it's still a Nigerian company. So during the early days of my career, sometime around 2020 when I was looking for a job, that was the time I was really looking for a job. I was bumping. That's what I used for looking for a job. So I had an interview with a Nigerian company and the pay was like 300k per month. It was good. I was very comfortable with that. At that time I was not in Lagos, so they said I have to locate to Lagos. I have to, get an apartment and all that. I was fine with that. I was like, okay, I can do all of that. Yeah. But let's just like start the job and all that. It's an on-site job, so I have to come to the office. So we were having a conversation and they were like, okay, let's start. So they gave me a few requirements, a few documents to submit. I was submitting them and they requested for my NYSC certificate. So I told the HR that, I don't have an NYSC certificate. And the HR was like, why don't you have an NYSC certificate? I was like, I've not gone. So she was like, okay, they have to go back and review my salary and come back.
Why?
Because I don't have NYSC certificate. Okay. I was like, okay, no problem. They should go. At that time, the role I was interviewing for was for a software engineer. At that time, I was still working as a software engineer. Okay. So HR went and came back and told me that they would slash out 750k annually from my salary because I don't have an NYSC certificate. I was like,
I never expected it.
Still, you're saying it's not making sense. So what do you mean? I don't need this certificate to actually do my job. Yeah. My job does not require me to have that kind of certificate. Hence the reason why I've not even considered it. So she was like, that has to be this thing. I was like, it can't work for me. It makes the money so short. Remember, I'm moving to Lagos, so any single naira I'm making, any single money I'm making has to be used for an expense. HR went back and HR asked me like, you are young. What do you want to do with money?
Emotional damage.
Then I thought about my life.
Ouch! Damn.
I was like, is this what I want to be doing? So
no, in all the things you've said, I never ever expected that line.
So
what?
So it was then I spoke to somebody and somebody told me that whenever you are joining a new company, look out for red flags. If you start seeing signs of red flags early, know that you see shake in that company.
Oh yeah,
so
true.
The earlier you jump the better it is. Yeah. So thinking of all of that and everything, I was like, you know what? I'm not doing. You see these people, just enjoy the role. At that time, I didn't have any job, but I was quite confident that, I'll get something better. Yeah. So I kept on trying and applying. So that was the experience. HR called me multiple times after I told her that I'm not doing again. She called multiple times, but I'm done. And then when they later came back that, I think it wasn't the HR that came back, it was the engineering lead that came back that he heard that of the conversation, that while it is the company's policy that they should have this, that we should have a call or something. I was like, bros, no vessel.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
Your time don't pass.
Your time don't pass. I don't collect another offer when you say this thing. So that experience, I think there were other experiences I had, but that was like literally the one that made me. That was the experience that made me say to myself that I don't think I want to work for any Nigerian company anymore. And since then, I haven't worked for any Nigerian company.
That's very valid.
How many times would they tell you before you know that Nigeria is not for you?
So do you think AI will take your job someday?
Absolutely, absolutely.
You feel AI will take your job?
Honestly.
Actually, I would say it's actually going to help me a lot more.
I hope it does. But at the moment, no, I'm actually excited to see what it will look like. Right? If AI takes my job, then AI is also going to create new jobs. And I want to see what those new jobs will look like. I want to see what the ecosystem will look like at that time. But at the moment, I think AI is still kind of far from it, because I think I use pretty much every AI tool I've heard of. And at the moment, I don't think you can build anything like really meaningful if you're like just strictly vibe coding. AI is only useful to you if you know what you're doing. And even with that, there's so much like hallucination, right? The moment you step out of like front-end engineering, especially like someone like me that's writes like more smart contracts than front-end code, you find out that AI is just straight up hallucinating, from writing meaningless functions to importing libraries that don't even exist to, and you can spend 2 hours correcting AI over and over again, or you could just write it yourself. But obviously it's going to get better. AI is going to get better at doing these things, and I want to see what it will look like when people are now writing code in English rather than programming languages. So I'm looking forward to it.
That's one way to look at it. So what would you say has been your biggest paycheck? I mean, you can give us a range.
The time I thought I've seen the biggest, there was another bigger one when I passed, so I know
so it keeps.
So I can't remember. I don't think I can remember the biggest, but I think I can say within the ranges of like 5 to 15. I've seen 5, 15.
I mean, you can just give a range.
A range.
Yeah.
Let's just. It's between 150 to 200.
In Naira?
Oh my guys are ballers, so. Oh my guys are ballers.
Could be dollars. I mean, I know people like you don't do Naira.
My highest, I'd say between 120, 130.
Okay, so what has been your biggest career flex?
My biggest career flex is that I always have people refer me, like people that I've worked with. They can always trust my work and refer me to other people. That's my biggest.
So, final question: what advice do you have for someone who is currently struggling in their career, or who wants to get started in tech?
So one thing you should know about the tech space is that it's not a get rich quick scheme. Don't expect to come into the tech space and expect to get rich tomorrow. It doesn't work like that. It takes years of like practice to hone your craft, to know what you're doing and improve on your skills before you can actually start earning something. So I usually tell people that, if you're trying to like get into the tech space, give yourself a year to sort of like within that year you tend to like learn the skills you want to learn, get better at them, do internship, do projects, and then get better at it. So but what I would advise you to do is, as you are learning, build. You learned about HTML, CSS, build a simple website with it. You learned about JavaScript, build a couple of applications with it. Whatever you're building, say it out loud on social media that you're building. So do that, have a solid portfolio, and then there's one thing I always tell people: keep bombing.
Keep bombing, guys. No matter what.
No matter what, keep bombing. Whatever you are doing in this life, whatever a lot you are going through, keep bombing.
Keep bombing.
The reason is this. Nobody knows you except you tell them who you are. So if you are looking for a company that wants to hire you, or for a company to notice your skill set, you have to tell them this is who you are, or this is what you can do for them. If they don't know you, they won't know you. They'll pick somebody that is telling them what they are doing. So keep bombing. If it's to reach out to companies and tell them that, you're a beginner at this and you want to learn from them, you like their product and you like to help them build the product better, this is what you can do, this is what you can do. Reach out to those companies. The funny part is, a lot of us don't know that there are millions of companies worldwide that are, out of those millions of companies, 1 or 2 will be very happy to hire you. So you just need one. You just need one yes. You can get 1,000 no, but you need just one yes. So keep bombing, keep putting your work out there, and then I think having a mentor also works, but I don't think you have to depend on them for everything. A mentor is more like a shortcut to, they can tell you the mistakes they made during their own journey, and to make sure that you don't make those mistakes. But in the end, most of the effort has to come from your side as well.
If you're about to enter into the industry, I guess the best advice is the one you've heard over and over and over again, right? There's no if I come up with a new advice, I'll probably be lying to you. Practice makes perfect, right? For instance, I think everyone has that era where they have like so much drive, and I really wish that drive would come back though. But back then when I had the drive, nothing just beats consistency. I think at some point I was making a target of like, okay, I'm going to do 15, 16 hours every day and trying to like build up on my skill and whatever. Today I don't think I can even do 6 hours. But you know, consistency, showing up every day, keep applying. I know a lot of people get discouraged by rejections. I also get discouraged by rejections, but nothing beats just keep shooting your shots, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you have like 100 no's, it's just one yes you're looking for. And that one yes will make all the effort worth it. Sometimes you get really far, it doesn't work out, you just hope that, you know, something better is coming along. And if you're struggling, it's you'll get to that point in our career where we start asking ourselves,
are you in the right field?
Exactly. Am I doing the right thing? Am I in the right place? Do I need to pivot? But I'll say this though, new fields will keep coming out, new shiny things will keep coming out, but I think everyone should just stick to what they know how to do best and just be the best person at a particular thing, rather than just be mediocre at like a lot of things. And I'm pretty sure there's no such thing as like a bad field in tech or a bad career, a bad whatever. You know, whatever it is you're doing, some other people are out there succeeding with it. So I would say, again, it's the same advice you've probably heard before. Just keep at it.
Just get started, you know. Just go ahead and do it. That's what I'll say. That's what I did. I was almost literally forced. So just do it. That's all I can say.
Okay, guys. So that was an amazing session with all the guests. If you're watching this, I would love to hear from you. What was your first salary like in tech, or what bad recruiter experience did you have? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and see you in the next one. Bye.